Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly. If you stand up and run around, you'll make it easier for them to spot you. It's a serious injury. Find cover and use first aid. The principle of infiltration is hiding your entire presence. That includes not making any unnecessary noise. When you want to move quietly, walk slowly or crawl. Bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
Outpost captured.
Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them? That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Planning to walk the whole wilderness on foot? Use your horse. You've reached one day. They've got Miller locked up in that town. Check your iDroid for his location. I hope to hell he's all right. He's not your average client.
Marker placed. Marker removed.
That's the building, boss. That's where they're holding Miller. That's the building, boss. That's the building, boss. That's where they're holding Miller. Not a civilian in sight. The Soviets have taken complete control of the place.
quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
Take a look at the map on your iDroid, and use the positions of marked enemies to help you plan an infiltration route. Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
Забудь, не померещилось. Какого? Что? Что там?
You're supposed. Bear in mind, your weapon will be loud from now on.
Всем боевым группам, это кафе! Боевые посты! Всем подразделения, по боевым постам! Пошел, пошел!
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
We know where the target is. Head for one day. That's the building, boss. That's where they're holding Miller.
Outpost captured.
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight. Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
God. No more use for me, huh?
Cause it's me. I'm here to get you out.
Snake.
They do something to your eyes?
No, it's just bright as all. Took you so long.
We'll talk, but not here.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You've secured the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You can check the location on your iDroid.
Mission info has been updated.
You look well. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit. Not so heavy anymore, right? Magic words, boss. I've been waiting 9 years to hear them. Kept you waiting, huh? Come on. Say it for old time's sake.
That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime.
We lost it all that day. Everything.
Sun will
It'll
rise.
be dawn soon.
Look ahead.
Your surroundings will be easier to see, but that goes for the enemy as well. The guard detail in Soviet outposts changes in the morning too. Watch yourself.
speed quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is speed quad. On station at LZ.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Ahab, do you read me? This is P-Quad. There's a gas covering the LZ. We can't land. Pulling back.
Gas. It's them. Boss, watch out. It's the skulls. Don't let them find us.
Extraction
Boss,
arrived.
whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
Caution. You
Watch
are
it any
about to
further and
leave
you'll leave the mission area.
Caution. You are about to leave the mission area.
Yeah.
Run, boss! You've got to lose him! This is no time to fight, boss. Those things aren't human, and you've got Miller to worry about on top of that. Just run!
Arriving shortly at
Hell are they?
This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
Boss, whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
Boss, the target's dead. Mission failed.
Boss, whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting. Run, boss! You've got to lose him!
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
The mist is cleared, and it looks like they're gone.
Those things. That's the unit that attacked us before. They came at us real fast in the same kind of mist. Oh, man. Survivors from 9 years ago were wiped out in minutes.
All right,
I don't know what they want.
Put Miller in.
No mistake.
Pequot. There's an obstruction at the LZ preventing me from landing. Request immediate removal. This is Pequot. There's an obstruction at the LZ preventing me from landing. Request immediate removal. Gaining altitude.
Buddy departing aerial operations. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
We're headed for the Seychelles. That's where our new home is now. Hey. That was some operation we had, huh? 9 years ago. carving out our own world, making our own future. And they took it away. I'm gonna rebuild it. Make a new place. Together. That we can call home. Yeah, we were dogs, all right. Slinking around out of Cypher's sight. Digging up whatever kind of dirty money we could find. You name it. We did it. You see this? Diamond Dogs. Our new home. A phantom of our former selves. Triumph. Death. We weren't allowed either. Yeah. I remember it all.
Played us like a damn fiddle!
Help me, Snake. Chico.
It all ends soon, exactly as I've planned.
No!
Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
Snake. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg, and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost, the comrades I've lost, won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm the one who got caught up with Cypher. A group above nations, even the US. And I was the parasite below, feeding off Zero's power. They came after you in Cyprus. Then Afghanistan. Cypher just keeps growing. Swallowing everything in its path. Getting bigger and bigger. Who knows how big now? Boss. I'm gonna make him give back our past. Take back everything that we've lost. And I won't rest until we do.
Approaching Mother Base.
Our new Mother Base. I don't know how long it'll take, but I'll make it bigger. Better than before.
God. What should I do? Tell me like you used to.
Things have changed, boss. We pull in money, recruits, just to combat Cypher. Rubbing our noses in bloody battlefield dirt. All for revenge. The world calls for wet work, and we answer. No greater good. No just cause. Cause. Cypher sent us to hell. But we're going even deeper.
I know. I'm already a demon. Heaven's not my kind of place anyway.
Dogs of war for 9 whole years. That ends today. Now you're not sleeping, and we're not junkyard hounds. We're diamond dogs.
Let them talk.
We can crush Cypher, boss. And you can build the army that can do it.
Just one thing, Kaz. This isn't about the past. We're fighting for the future.
Boss, come in. Boss? Boss!
Snake.
Concerns the running of Mother Base. Come meet with me. Okay. This base belongs to you. Go for them, not me. This base belongs to you now. Make Diamond Dogs the force it deserves to be. Like any organization, we need good people, and we need to make good use of their talents. Miller asked me to lay that out for you. Start bringing people in, use this. It's a Fulton recovery device. When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here. And we'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff here. Anyone you want. First, put them to sleep. You have a tranquilizer gun, don't you?
I'm ready, boss.
Now extract it. Out like a light. Now approach him and extract him. Good.
Extraction
complete.
arrived at
You can only
Motorbase.
Fulton recover someone if they're not resisting it. No dead bodies either. They don't make great recruits. The staff member you just extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your eye droid.
Select staff management from the mother base menu.
So that staff member was placed on the R&D team. The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds of weapons and items that'll support you on missions. Take a look at the development list.
Select weapons items under the development heading. What's wrong? Go back to the mother base menu. Select weapons items under the development heading.
Please specify
That's the R&D
project.
team's development list. See the item called cardboard box? Doesn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list. The last word in infiltration technology, or so he said. In any case, we don't have the manpower to develop it just yet. We need more staff on the team. Go extract a few more people. Boss, put the iDroid away for a moment. You can also Fulton extract individuals you've knocked out. Why don't you try knocking someone out with CQC next?
boss.
Show them how it's done, boss. Hallelujah.
Extraction
complete.
arrived at
One thing I
Motorbase.
should mention. The Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If the person is injured, the shock of it could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, well, they could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. If you want to be sure you can get them out, best carry them to the chopper instead. All right, extract the next staff member. Extract him. Use any method you like. Start by knocking him out, or you can put him to sleep.
Let's do this, boss.
If there are multiple adversaries nearby, perform CQC on them in quick succession. This allows you to take them all out before any of them can strike back.
It's an honor, boss.
Extraction arrived at Motorbase.
R&D team, its level has gone
Unit
up.
function
They should be
added.
able to develop the
Development
cardboard
project
box
has
now.
been added.
Open your eye droid.
Select weapons items under the development heading.
Please specify
Now select
project.
cardboard box and start development. Just be aware that development requires funds. GMP. Watch we don't end up in the red.
Development has finished.
Please select a
You can
drop
have the
point.
support unit supply you with weapons and items you've developed. Think of it as your own personal delivery.
Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
And there it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you know what to do. Try it out. One last thing. The staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, you're free to move them around. Well, that about does it.
Mission
You
info
won't make any
has been
G&T or
updated.
find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone to tell it where to pick you up. Or if you're still in the mood for knocking guys on their asses, you can stay around here a while and give the men some practice. Just come pay me a visit.
Select unit. Please specify a project. Marker placed. You have arrived at your destination. Please specify a project.
Boss! Boss!
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Select unit. Please specify a project.
Boss, let's practice your CQC. Begin by grabbing it. This isn't the time. Once you've grabbed someone, you're free to do as you like. Interrogate him, knock him out, kill him. Scratch that last one for now. Go ahead and knock him out. This isn't like you, Snake. Try it one more time. Go ahead and knock him out. Good. Extract the staff member.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Strike an adversary repeatedly to knock him out. He'll stay unconscious for longer than if you throw him.
Thanks for that, boss. Let's do this, boss.
What's the matter? Give it another try.
Boss. Thanks for that, boss.
Go on and extract him. Starting to feel like yourself again? The rest will fall into place with some time in the field. Go ahead and call the chopper from your eye drone. Give it a rest.
Please select landing zone.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Please specify a project.
Gaining altitude.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added. Mission list updated.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
He said I was in a British military hospital, but the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dekelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state. Though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America. They all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain.
Why Dekelia?
The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news.
The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics?
Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won him the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire.
The Second Cold War.
And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes.
Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently, his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs.
Islamic extremists?
Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years.
We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed.
The countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they've pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity.
Private forces?
Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but...
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base, that would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz, a mole who worked for Cypher as bait. While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear inspection team, stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs followed by a big F.U. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother...
Here, Snake, try this on.
A prosthetic arm.
Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think?
Huh. I can still feel my real arm.
Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain?
Every now and then.
Where?
My fingertips. My left fingertips.
Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand.
Yeah.
What about your vision? Can you see okay?
Yeah, at the moment.
Now, the shrapnel in your skull is pressing on your optic nerve.
I'm told any hard impact could have an effect on your visual cortex.
Yeah. The doctor mentioned that.
Your brain might process visual information incorrectly. In other words, you could have hallucinations. You might see things that aren't there, or not see things as they really are. You experience any of that?
I think so.
When?
Right after I wake up. Colors look faded.
Colors, huh? Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field. Ocelot. I hear they started calling you Shalashaska in Afghanistan. So Salt 2 still...
Zero created... Christmas Eve, 1979. The Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. Muslims had revolted against the Soviet-friendly regime established the year before. The DRA forces could no longer contain it themselves, so the Soviets went in to intervene. The Afghan government was powerless and fraught with infighting. They lost the hearts and minds of the people, and that alarmed the Soviet leadership. With the Islamic Revolution happening in Iran, the Soviets felt they had to act fast or risk the spread of Islamic revivalism. A superpower, sending a motorized rifle division against men on horseback with antique rifles. Everyone thought it'd be over in an instant, only it wasn't. Some Muslims made their fight a jihad, a holy war, and began a guerrilla campaign on all fronts. A war of attrition. These fighters call themselves Mujahideen. They're being supported by the West through Pakistan. That's why Miller was involved. He was training them near the Zero Line, sponsored by the CIA. The war has become a nightmare for the Soviet troops stationed here. They thought they'd be headed home in 6 months at the most. Then a year passed. 2 years. Now here we are 4 years on with no exit in sight. Afghanistan has become the Soviet Union's Vietnam. The Soviet troops on the ground want to go home, but at least they have homes to go back to. The Afghans have lost theirs. The Soviets destroy the kishlaks, villages, wherever they can. They burn down homes and fields, fill in wells, turn pastures into minefields. It's created a mass of refugees who fled to Pakistan. If the Mujahideen are fish swimming around the villages, the Soviets will go so far as to dry out their ocean. But this has had a big price. There's bitter resentment among the Afghans, and they're taking out their anger on the soldiers on the front lines. Among the Mujahideen are the Pashtun people. They're fiercely devoted to their code of Badal, or revenge. Soviets they've captured have had their hands, feet, and noses cut off before being left to die at the side of the road, just to show their comrades what they're capable of. Friendlies who come across them can do nothing but put them out of their misery. Then they burn down another village in retaliation. And the cycle of vengeance goes on. Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
Please select a mission.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet.
I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dawandehar. He can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dawandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and these.
Hold it. There's a Soviet guard post. There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view. That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map. Security at that guard post is relatively light. Looks like the perfect place for a warm-up. Try to remember the ways you used to deal with enemies. Anytime you need advice, just give me a call. Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly. Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
Outpost captured.
All right, we'll bring him out.
Please specify a project. Marker removed. Marker removed. Marker placed. Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
A Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
Please specify a project. Sun will set shortly. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Guard post captured.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's an enemy guard post. Watch yourself.
You have arrived at your destination.
Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner. That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Soviet communications post. The radio logs should be worth a look. Might even be something about Miller's location in there.
Это КП, понял. Всем подразделениям. У нас могут быть нарушители. Конец связи. КП, беззвучные! Черт! У нас тут снайпер! Это КП, понял. Занять оборонную позицию и найти снайпера. Конец связи! Вижу вражеского снайпера. Жду указаний. Прием. Это КП, понял. Открыть подавляющий минометный огонь по противнику. Конец связи.
Whoa.
Зоя-10, что случилось? Ответьте, Зоя-10. У нас проблема. Тревога по всем постам. направление! Конец связи! КП, это Дмитрий-2. Потерял визуальный контакт. Перемещаюсь к последней известной позиции. Прием! Это КП, понял. Проверьте, но осторожно.
You have
Конец
arrived
связи.
at your destination. Outpost captured.
Всем боевым группам! Это КП! Враг атакует! Всем единицам приготовиться к бою! Огонь! Огонь!
Your suppressor is no longer effective. Bear in mind your weapon will be loud from now on.
КП! КП, это связи! Нас прижали! Большие потери! Нужна помощь! Прием! Это КП, понял? Внимание всем подразделениям! Отправить через резервы на помощь! Повторяю, отправить помощь! Конец связи!
Intel.
All right.
Extraction.
Their
of
communications log and information about where they're keeping Miller. I'm marking it on your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
Что?
Всем боевым группам! Это КП! Боевые посты! Все подразделения! По боевым постам! Это Зоя-7. Потерял визуальный контакт. Перемещаюсь к последней известной позиции. Прием! Это КП, понял. Будьте начеку и найдите противника. Конец связи.
Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Planning to walk the whole wilderness on foot? Use your horse.
You have arrived at your destination. Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please specify a project. destination.
That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime.
Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Miller locked up in that town. Check your eyes, Roy, for his location. I hope to hell he's all right. He's not your average client.
Штаб, взяли патруль. Обнаружьте основной наш боец. Атакуем.
a Soviet soldier of the 40th Army.
Sun will rise momentarily.
kidding around. Snake? Snake!
We know where the target is. Head for one day.
Sun will rise momentarily. Guard post captured.
We'll bring him out.
это Зоя-7. Потерял визуальный контакт. Перемещаюсь к последнему. КП, 4! Нас атакуют! Мужчины!
lost sight of you. They're gonna try to hunt you down.
Поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Прием.
If you need to pass the time, go ahead and smoke that cigar of yours.
КП это Дмитрий 9. Мы осмотрели сектор, ничего не нашли. Отзываем поиск. Прием. Это КП, понял. Будьте наготове. Конец связи.
The enemy's given up their search for you, but they're not giving the all-clear just yet. Stay alert. Destroy that, or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost. But of course, the enemy will realize something's up. If you're gonna do it, be quick. progresses, the more Miller's chances run low. Don't keep him waiting.
Потерял визуальный контакт. Перемещаюсь к последней известной позиции. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Обследуйте сектор. Но осторожно. Конец связи.
Outpost captured.
Противник. Изоляцию поиском. Прием. Это КП. Понял. На нас напали. Всем подразделениям. Боевую готовность. Конец связи.
Select unit. Staff assigned. 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 Please specify a project.
Got him. Anyone else? By connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
Please specify specify a project. Please specify a project. Select unit. Please select a mission. Please select a mission.